Wearing masks to slow the spread of COVID-19 is all the style these days. And CBS 2's Scott Logan shows us Idahoans are adapting to the new fashion with creativity.
You know, masks have become part of the fabric of society when Boise's iconic Betty the Washerwoman on Vista Avenue wears one. Beating the coronavirus is serious business, and wearing masks in public protects the community by helping to reduce the possibility someone with no symptoms could transmit the disease to others.
I think it's a good sign that people are trying to keep our community safe and keep us low risk, and because you never know.
There is a right way to wear a mask. It should fit snugly, as the CDC says, from ear to ear, and of course it must cover the nose and the mouth. But with masks in high demand and short supply, many people are choosing to make their own and express their individuality.
Because it's beautiful on me, and everybody that sees it said, I love your mask, and I feel good about it because it tells me that I'm lovely.
Call it Yankee ingenuity in the new world of coronavirus, which we explored at a safe social distance. Some people are using the most modern technology to make masks, such as 3D laser printers. Then there's the more traditional method of sewing and stitching masks, which by now are becoming commonplace in an uncommon time. And people are also relying on their old tried and true accessories.
My mask is just one of my many scarves that I usually wear.
You could say masks are the standard issue uniform of the day. In fact, some were preparing even before the virus came to the homeland, and it seems nothing is over the top in a pandemic.
Yeah, there was a guy that might have been wearing a diaper on his face this morning. That was interesting. But, you know, the next guy in line said at least he's wearing something.
If necessity is the mother of invention, the time has never been more right. In Boise, Scott Logan, CBS 2 News.
You know, we were new at 4. Talk about changing your business model. A Boise restaurant is now also offering groceries for pickup. CBS 2's Krista McPeak shares how the Sunrise Cafe is navigating through these difficult times and seeing overwhelming support.
The coronavirus hits and the Sunrise Cafe in Boise and Meridian responds. With the CDC recommending everyone stay in, going out to get groceries can be a daunting task. Just as owner of the Sunrise Cafe, Boomer Godsill, has seen his community and staff support him, he wants to give back and do the same.
This model that we're doing is not really for us to make a ton of money or anything like that. It's for us to be able to survive and provide a service to the community.
So Sunrise Cafe is now Sunrise Grocers. It has everything from toilet paper to your everyday foods like meat, cheese, and veggies, and Sunrise Cafe exclusive products. Products are found and ordered online and are ready for pickup or delivery. A new website design and new items will be implemented.
We're guaranteed we'll have your order within 48 hours. We're right around 24 hours on all the orders right now, but having more options to be able to choose when you want it will just be easier for everybody. So
Godsill wants to invite local businesses to contribute as well.
Any small business, if you guys want to try to put a product up, service up, gift cards, reach out.
People haven't been shy using this service, and that is something that Godsill credits to the good people of Idaho.
There's something about Idaho that's completely different from everywhere else. From the people to the atmosphere, just everything is completely different. I've never seen so many people reach out and want to know how to help, or just help as much as possible, or just donate whatever they have.
Kristen McPeak, CBS 2 News.
Big win against COVID-19. St. Luke's Nampa has sent home the first patient there, a 66-year-old woman who beat the virus. And CBS 2's Erica Lee has more on her story and how the hospital staff reacted.
All right. After fighting for her life for several weeks on life support at St. Luke's Nampa, 66-year-old Chris Waters walked out of the hospital to cheers. Waters was the first infected patient treated at the hospital.
And then she was transferred to our tele unit, and then went home the next day. So during those 2 weeks, that's a long time for any patient to be on life support, let alone dealing with this new virus that's out there.
Nurses say Waters fought to survive by keeping a positive attitude, forcing herself to move around and exercise as much as possible. More than anything, she had support from her family.
She was pretty awake on the ventilator, and so we were able to start moving her and getting her up to the chair. And we would FaceTime a lot with her family, and that really helped her to keep her strong. She remained oriented, and she was motivated. She was definitely a great motivated patient to get up and start moving, and she was anxious to get off the ventilator. It took 3 days to wean her off the vent, and then she was able to get off the ventilator, and she had immediate tears of joy when the vent came out.
Doctors and nurses at the hospital, inspired by Waters' will to beat the virus, say that they are confident that she will not be the last.
I want to thank the community for being respectful to our restrictions. I know they want to be with their loved ones. I know they want to be there with them, but they've been very respectful to us and have stayed away. And I appreciate that, because that's got to be hard. I also appreciate that people are social distancing and people are staying home, because if you stay home, you stay well, and that means you don't have to meet us.
And you protect us.
Erica Lee, CBS 2 News.
Brian, keeping everyone safe here at the Ada County Courthouse behind me is the priority of the prosecutor's office, and that means for both employees and the people who walk through these halls. First, operations are reduced with social distancing in mind. This will keep people out of the courthouse. Some employees are working remotely. Juries aren't being brought in and trials are delayed. They are only moving forward with the worst offenders. So this means they're still having hearings that involve offenders that are putting the public at risk. Jan Bennett, the Ada County prosecutor, says these changes don't mean that they aren't working.
We're working ahead, our office is, in looking ahead at our cases that are coming up and continuing to do the work on them, even though they're out and they're set out, so that we can pace ourselves and make sure that we're able to handle those cases, be prepared for them when they come up.
With the threat of the coronavirus looming around, once it is over, there will be a flood of cases coming through the courthouse here. That's what's expected, and that's what they're working ahead to prepare for. Live in Boise, Krista McPeak, CBS 2 News.